Welcome to today. Today has endless possibilities. Today, you have the ability to create tomorrow. Now, if you notice, I am wearing a red headband, and that is because today we are talking about how to deal with anger, anxiety, stress, and sexual urges. And these are all feelings that are located within the root chakra, also known as, the red zone, pretty much. When people are angry and they say, I'm seeing red, that is no coincidence. Today, I will show you a method that I use in order to deal with these emotions. And I will give a spiritual explanation to how it works, and I will give a scientific, more logical explanation to how it works, just so I can appeal to both sides of the spectrum. So, do you remember the show Hunter x Hunter? In that show, there was a character named Netero Isaac. And the way Netero obtained his powers was by doing something called the punches of gratitude. Now, this method is very simple. I will be giving visuals on what you can do to perfect this, and I will be giving the overall breathing techniques too. But what he did was he put his hands in a praying position, like I did at the beginning of the video. He winded his fist backwards, and then he punched outwards. Now you're probably wondering, how does this alleviate stress? How does this alleviate anger? Well, I will show you that technique, but now I will show you that incorporating with the mind. Okay? I'm going to show you the visual examples, and then you can replay the video and you can try it for yourself. So I'm going to do that same thing, but this time I'm going to incorporate my imagination, just like the episode of SpongeBob. It's all in the imagination. So, as I'm in phase 1, which is the praying phase, I'm thinking about everything that I am grateful in my life. I'm thinking about everything that I desire. I'm thinking about the success of my YouTube channel. I'm thinking about finding true love. I'm thinking about getting them racks, getting them bands, you know what I mean? Getting a nice house. I'm thinking about everything I desire. I'm thinking about everything that I'm thankful for. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about the Creator. I'm thinking about nature. Now, while your eyes are closed and you're doing this praying position, you want to think of the color green. The green is the color of the heart. It's the color of nature. It's the color of that paper money. It's everything that you love, Think of the color green. Now, as you wind your fist back, I want you to take a look at this photo and this video.
Fire fist!
Do you remember One Piece? Do you remember Ace, how he had the fire fist? How he had the ability to shoot flames from his fist? So, as you're winding your fist back, I want you to think about everything that stresses you out. I want you to think about your 9 to 5. I want you to think about your situation with your family. I want you to think about the fact that you gotta wake up every day. All of that stress, I want you to concentrate it on your fist. Think about how there's a circle over your fist, just like how Ace, like in the video and picture I showed you, he shoots flames out of his hand. Imagine that there's flames coming out of your hand right now. And all of those flames is everything that makes you angry and everything that keeps you in your lower self. Now, once you've concentrated enough, release all of that fire within the air. And this takes practice. It takes a lot of belief within your mind. It takes a lot of belief within yourself. And it takes a lot of belief within the supernatural. And that was just one that I did. Remember, Netero did thousands of them every day in order to beat the power that he reached. So that is the supernatural, spiritual explanation to how this alleviates stress and anger and stuff like that. Now I shall move on to the more scientific explanation. Now I explained previously that anger, anxiety, and sexual urges are in the red, the root chakra, right? But the reason why this is red is because all of those emotions deal with blood circulation. See, that whole process that I showed you of the focus, the wind back, and the punch, when you're anxious and like when you're nervous or when you get an urge, the blood is circulating through your head or through parts, all those parts of your body. I don't even need to say it. You're grown up now. You don't need me to say it. But your blood is rushing into places that are making you feel uncomfortable. So, by focusing and by gradually, because again, you're doing full sessions. That was just one I showed you. You're going to be doing them continuously. The more you do that, the blood circulation goes from your head or from down there all the way into your fists, pretty much. And then gradually you're just releasing into the air, and then eventually you feel better about yourself because you're releasing adrenaline, you're releasing testosterone, and afterwards you feel accomplished, so you're releasing dopamine as well. Eventually it becomes a drug to do this. Like, I've been doing this for like a week now, and I've noticed the significant difference that it's made in my life. Because when you cut out bad habits, right? When you cut out things that give you dopamine, your brain is looking for new things to put it in, right? Now that I've cut a lot of bad habits out of my life, my brain wants to find new things that it can get that rush from, that excitement from. See how like the screen shook? Kind of like that, right? That's how you feel when you feel accomplished. That crazy feeling. So it goes towards what you do every day. Eventually your brain starts to like doing this. At first it feels uncomfortable. At first your joints feel all stressed out. You know, you gotta stretch before doing them. You gotta stretch your limbs out. You gotta stretch your mind out. Eventually it makes your brain feel uncomfortable. But through discomfort is how we change as humans. So the more you do this, the more your brain becomes comfortable with this, and it starts to integrate this into your life. And then eventually you start to create goals for yourself. You say, okay, I want to do 100 today. I want to do 200 today. I want to do 300 today. And I promise you, bro, or you don't even have to do that. Me, I'm just doing 20 every day. I'm not even doing that much. I'm only doing like 10 or 20. I promise you, if you do this regularly, and if you give a certain goal, it feels so satisfying to reach that goal. Especially when your arms get so tired and you're just like, one more, and then I'm home free. And you get that last one in, you reach your goal. It is the most satisfying thing ever in your life. Because you are literally just going to the next level within your body and your mind. So yeah, I call this, punches of gratitude, but I also call it the flame fist, just like Ace from One Piece's flame fist, right? So I'll show it to you one more time. Again, you can replay the video to do this for yourself, but close your eyes. Focus. Focus on what you want in your life. Focus on what you love. Wind back. Focus on what you hate. Focus on what stresses you out. And release it. And then by doing so, you can manifest. It will help you manifest what you want in your life more. So yeah, that was a brief tutorial on how to deal with anger, a little bit of anxiety, and urges and stuff like that. This also helps with weed paranoia. So if you're really stoned and you're nervous around your friends, and you feel like you're gonna get tapped by some sort of demon, just go to somewhere nice. Go to somewhere nice and grassy, or go somewhere bright, or go somewhere calm, and do those, and just release all of that stress out, and then eventually you just flourish. Let me know how this method works for you guys. Whatever works for me may not work for you. So it's important to know how other people experience things, and it's important to know how other people, I guess, go through the motions. So let me know how this helps you with your life. It may be the best thing that happened to you. It may be just another bullshit YouTube tutorial. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below. Bye bye.
Whole lot of red.